Hi. I had some red potatoes I wanted to use up, and Pampered Chef has a recipe for quick cooker red potato salad. So I thought I would give it a try. So I have about 2.5 pounds of red potatoes that I just cut into bite-sized pieces. Some of the bigger ones I did peel, but I left the skin on the smaller tender ones. So it's kind of a combination. But if you have small red potatoes, go ahead and leave the skin on. Just clean them and cut them into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to add a cup of water and half a teaspoon of salt. Well, half a teaspoon of salt. And that's all that's in there is the potatoes, the water, and the salt. And I'm going to put it in the quick cooker. And I'm going to choose the steam setting and adjust the time. It tells me to 5 minutes. So steam. And I'm going to, oh, wait, sorry, you're learning with me. Okay, so let's start over. So I'm going to choose steam. All right, let's just cancel everything and start over. All right, steam. And then adjust the time to 5 minutes. I've got the pressure thing down and hit start. So while that's doing that, I'm going to put the dressing together. And the dressing, I have 2 stalks of celery that I diced pretty thinly. I'm just going to use our silicone prep bowl. And it's asked for green onions. I don't have green onion. I thought I did, but I don't. So I'm just going to use a little bit of red onion. And I'll just, a couple slices. And I'll chop it up with the food chopper. Where's the food chopper? Since it was supposed to be green onions, I'm going to chop it up pretty finely. Okay. And what else? Half a cup of low-fat mayonnaise. So I do have light mayo, which I'm just going to stick in there. Well, obviously I'm not very prepared. Okay. Light mayo. These are cute, these little measure-alls. You can just push out the gooey ingredients like peanut butter and mayonnaise and stuff like that. It's kind of easier than a measuring cup. Okay, 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar. I love this little measuring cup. I have dogs. I often use it to measure like medications for them. So the least amount in here is a half a tablespoon, and I need 2 tablespoons. So it's real easy to see. Okay, 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And I'm just gonna open it first. This might be a video that I'm gonna delete and do over, but maybe not. You might as well see what it's really like around here. Tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And some black pepper. Hold that thought. I thought that I had my bigger scraper, so I guess I didn't. Has it been the sink? That's why. Because I used it to get the mayonnaise. Okay, so now we just need our potatoes to be done. And all right. I think what we should do is come back when they're done. It is only going to be 5 minutes, but that's 5 minutes after it comes up to pressure. So it isn't up to pressure yet because it would be counting down the minutes for us. So let's just come back when we're at the next step, okay? See you in a little bit. Hi, I'm making potato salad and using the quick cooker to cook the potatoes. So I put 2.5 pounds of red potatoes. I had them cut into bite-sized pieces. I peeled some of them, the bigger ones, the small ones I left the peels on. And I put them in here and I used the steam setting and I adjusted the time to 5 minutes, and it takes a while to come up to pressure, and then the 5 minutes counts down. So it's done now, and I'm going to turn it off and release the steam, because if I let it release naturally, the potatoes can overcook. So I'm just going to turn it away from my cabinets and release the steam. You can't really see it from your angle, but there's a little red button that is up when the device is pressurized, and it goes down when it's not. So I will watch for that to go down before I take the cover off. While that was cooking, I put the dressing together, and the dressing is 2 stalks of celery, thinly sliced. It was supposed to be green onions, which I didn't have, so I chopped up a couple slices of red onion. half a cup of low-fat mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a quarter teaspoon of ground black pepper, and I added a couple of tablespoons of sugar because I like my potato salad dressing a little bit sweeter. So the little red button is down. I can safely take the top off. And of course that's hot. And there's still water in here. I'm going to just try to show you how it looks. And I need to drain this. I know you probably can't see me. I'm sorry. I'll just put this back in here for now. So I have the potatoes that I drained. I'm just going to put them in this bowl. And then they have to chill for a while before I add the dressing. So come back again in a little bit. Bye. Hi, I just wanted to show you that what I decided to do was follow the directions and spread the potatoes out after I drained them on a like large cookie sheet or half sheet pan. And I'm going to put them in the refrigerator because what I don't want them to continue to cook and be mushy. So these are going in the fridge for about 30 minutes. And then once they're nice and cool, I'll come back and add the dressing and I'll see you then. Hi again, I'm back. I was making red potato salad and I used the quick cooker to cook the potatoes. So I cut them into bite-sized pieces and put them in the quick cooker, used the steam setting, adjusted the time to 5 minutes, which it takes longer than 5 minutes because that's 5 minutes after the pressure is up to where it should be. So after the potatoes were done, I released the steam so they wouldn't overcook. And then I spread them on this cookie sheet and put them in the refrigerator until they were nice and cool. And now I'm going to put the dressing in. And I'll post the recipe along with this video so that if you want to make it, you can find the recipe easy. And this is the first time I've made this recipe. I was slightly skeptical because I'm usually really picky about how my potatoes cook because I did them the way my mother always did them. And that would be all in one piece, unpeeled, on the stove. And you kind of keep checking them with a fork. And of course, because they might be different sizes, some get done right, some get overdone, some get underdone. So this turned out to be a really good solution, cutting them into bite-sized pieces and cooking them in the quick cooker, which is a pressure cooker, and releasing the steam rather manually so that they don't overcook, and then spreading them out to cool them in the fridge. They really are perfect. They're exactly cooked perfectly. So I put the dressing together earlier while the potatoes were cooking, and it is just, you can see the recipe, but it's thinly sliced celery, green onion I used red onion, low-fat mayonnaise, distilled white vinegar, Dijon mustard, pepper, and I added a little bit of sugar because I like my dressing just a little bit sweet. And if you don't like mustard, you could leave the mustard out or use whatever potato salad dressing you like. I think the trick and the cool thing about this recipe is getting the potatoes cooked to a perfection quickly in the quick cooker. So there we go. So who wants to come over and help me eat all this potato salad? Because obviously this is more potato salad than I will ever eat at one time before it goes bad. Yep. Okay. I'll post the recipe along with the video once I put the 3 pieces of the video together. All right. See you guys later. Bye.